Kreep. What's up, you crazy creeps? Whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, I do appreciate you guys for creeping with. We are here back on the trusty Kreeper cruiser, about to hit the Springwater corridor this morning. We are heading into kind of the cusp of Gresham and Portland. We're going to Powell Butte, which is really pretty. It's got a lot of good views of the city. And we're also going to check out some newer additions up here. Like I said, it's been at least 20 years since I've been here. So we're just gonna kind of creep along. Oh, we got the crosswalk. Thank you. We're gonna creep along the Springwater here and then kind of break off onto the main street, head up to Powell Butte and check it out. It's a beautiful day. And you guys are the best for always creeping with. I do appreciate you guys for being here. So stay tuned. We're doing a little creep. All right, the gates are open. In fact, I don't even think these gates were here last time I was here. But we are at the Powell Butte Nature Park. We got to bike in a little bit here. I'm not sure if maybe we can use this little trail here. Yeah, I think this trail will take us all the way up there, which is nice. Morning. Is it a pretty long walk, bike up there?
Somewhat.
Not bad.
It's not like terrible.
It's doable.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good morning, bud. And I got the little fire danger sign there. Smokey the bear would be proud. Very low fire danger, which is nice. And we just gotta trek up this path here. It's doable. Here's the little parking area. Oh, I love it up here right now. It's so peaceful. Yeah, none of this was here when I was here. Whoop. Let's go check out this little visitor center here. Wow. It's a nice structure. They've got some drinking fountain set up. That's cool looking. Almost like the Benson Bubblers downtown. The Murdoch fountain. When you drink water, remember the source. It's a Chinese proverb. That's cool. Oh, it's even got the little dog one there. You can fill it up for your pup. But yeah, none of this was here last time I was here. Very cool. A little visitor center here with the hawk. I'm guessing this is some of the animals that you will see while you're up here. Ooh, there's an owl. There's an owl on that one. Powell Butte Park provides vital habitats for plants and animals, from big leaf maples to camas and coyotes to dragonflies. Look at this owl in flight here. Yeah, I'm noticing there's like all these little quotes on the ground here too. The livable cities is the preservation of the wilderness. And I'm also noticing that these are all numbered. Interesting. Oh, they all have little informations on them. Water mains beneath Portland's neighborhood streets are usually 6 inches. Oh, okay, so that depicts the 6 inches. That's cool. Water pipes serve Hayden Island, including Jansen Beach, the shopping mall that was once a bustling museum park. Oh, 2 16-inch water pipes serve Hayden Island. So that... Yeah, I forgot there was that little amusement park out there at one point. So yeah, these are all little informations about different water pipes around town. Oh wow. This is just now opening. Good timing, huh? Very cool. It's a unique garage, or you know, kind of like a garage door, but that is cool. And it looks like there's going to be a ton more info. And I'm also checking this out here. Here's to Powell Butte water flows into, out of, and between reservoirs 90 inches, like the one you're standing in. So this depicts what it would be like to stand inside one of the main, you know, pipes. When ships dock at the waterfront park at Portland's Rose Festival, a 4-inch pipe supplies their crews with water. These are so cool. A 3-inch pipe feeds the fountain at the Pearl District for hot days. You set up the little splash pads and whatnot. That's cool. Not to mention the spectacular view right now too. Absolutely. Yeah, it cleared out a little bit too, so we'll be able to get a really good view. But yeah, with this being open now, we're gonna be able to go in here and check this out. This is cool. Love hearing all the birds chirp up here too. And before we step in here to get some more info, I'm noticing these placards right here. I want to check these out. Powell Butte Reservoir number 1, completed in November of 1980. And the Powell Butte Reservoir number 2, constructed in 2012. Yeah, this is a lot different than when I was here last. We were just here at Rocky Butte, 614 feet. We got Mount Tabor, Kelly Butte, and here we are at 630 feet. 2.6 million years ago, pockets of lava began to move beneath the surface of Portland. Some pockets broke through the surface, creating oozing volcanoes. Mount Tabor and Rocky Butte are the examples. Other pockets, like the one underneath Powell Butte, pushed up but didn't break the land's surface. The butte formed as magma rised the layers of pebble, cobble, and sand. Some geologists think that the magma's heat hardened the material above, creating a erosion-resistant cap. So as the sand and everything kind of pushes up, it kind of cement caps it. This is cool here, showing all the images, kind of a bird's eye of all the boring lava formations. From the top of Powell Butte, you can see of Portland's other buttes and cascades beyond. The mountain finder at the top of the butte points the local perks. Wow. The ancestral Columbia River brought many layers of pebble and cobble to the butte. One of these layers, called the Troutdale Formation, makes up much of the butte. And here's what some of that material looks like. Very clayey. From Powell Butte, over 200 miles of pipes deliver the water people use every day. What does this one do here? Huh, maybe it's not turned on. Oh, push the start button until the light turns on. Oh, it must be down. Huh, that's too bad. All right, this is cool. We got some history right away here. With open grasslands and deep forests, Powell Butte stands apart from the densely settled streets around it. 100 years ago, it would have blended into the patchwork of farms and homesteads of East Portland. Because the city bought the land here in 1925 to be part of its gravity-fed drinking water system, the Butte has largely been spared from development. Wow, Powell Butte is now an essential part of Portland's water system and nature park with vital habitat for plants and animals. So the Onderegg family moved to Powell Butte in 1908, although at the time they wouldn't have called it Powell Butte. Over its history, the Butte has also been known as Camps Butte, Wilson Hill, and Onderegg Hill. And then it says the Andereggs ran Mountain View Dairy, later known as Meadowland Dairy, until 1989. During the Andereggs residence, a new role of the Butte emerged. The city of Portland bought the land here in 1925 and later built a large reservoir for drinking water. But that's what you would have seen back when the Andereggs had it. Wow, that's pretty different. Very interesting. Oh, this is cool, talking about the water system here. That's funny because right when we walked up, I noticed the bubbler out there kind of looked really like these Benson bubblers that you see all over downtown. It even explains in 1912 the local philanthropist Simon Benson donated $10,000 to the city to install 20 bronze bubblers known as the Benson bubblers. Wow. So yeah, those were kind of, I think those were kind of mimicked after those. Here's an old-timey photo too. In 1929, the city built its first major dam on the Bull Run River. This guy up here on this big crane. Wow, that's dangerous. Look at this. The first pipelines to carry Portland's drinking water from the Bull Run were built with horsepower in 1890. And here's this guy with these big pipes on the back of his wagon there. Look at those horses. 6 of them. Dang, that's cool. Yeah, this is, I knew there was going to be info, but I didn't think there was going to be really this much. Gravity is the key. Isaac Smith. Before Chief Engineer Isaac Smith designed Portland's water system in the late 1800s, he served as an engineer in the Civil War and helped plan some of the nation's long-distance railroad lines. These roles prepared him for his last big surveying job, finding the most efficient route for the Bull Run watershed to the city of Portland. Water still generally follows the gravity flow that he surveyed in 1886. Dang. That was smart to use the natural gravity of the land being up this far, 1,000 feet, I think they said it was. Frank Dodge, a superintendent of the Water Bureau from 1897 to 1940, was a powerful voice for protecting the Bull Run. In his early career at the Water Bureau, Dodge recognized that the thickery forested landscape helped keep the Bull Run water clean. He established the Bull Water Trespass Act, which limited entry to the watershed and formed the foundation for a series of actions to protect the watershed by law. Very cool. So yeah, he realized that by surrounding it with all the lush forest and the trees, it would really help keep those watersheds free and kind of at their natural habitat. I just read something too about the erosion, you know, with the trees falling into the water. It's actually really good for the habitat. Man, this is so interesting. It looks like they even have some of these cast iron pipes. Installed in 1946, removed in 2010 on McLaughlin Boulevard after decades of underneath a busy highway. This water main fractured, rupturing the pavement and flooding the road. And you can see it's got those big cracks in it. Wow, this is crazy. So they've actually kept some of these pipes. This one installed 1977, removed 2010 on the Pleasant Valley Road. This pipe failed as the soil around it slowly corroded. The city now uses coated pipe when water project calls for steel. Man, some of these are really old. Look at this one. 1883. And it's even stamped. This pipe was in excellent condition when crews unearthed it to prepare for a new Max Trax. The raised textures refers to the R.D. Wood and Company's Florence foundry in New Jersey, where the pipe was made. Whoa. So all those years later, it was still in that condition. Great condition. Wow. So yeah, they built that to last. Dang. Look at this one. It's a wooden pipe. In the 1800s, wooden pipes like this one made up most of Portland's drinking water system. Early water entrepreneurs drilled holes through the center of Douglas fir logs and linked the logs together. Wow. Look at that. Now that's cool. Using the old trees, wow, just utilizing the area. And then you can see as things progressed, the city realized that the steel, or the cast iron was probably the best bet. But yeah, this is very cool up here. Yeah, I'm looking at more of these too, and they're all numbered with the, the diameter of where you would have seen the water pipe. This one says 16 inches in diameter. This water pipe serves the patients and students and staff at the Oregon Health and Science University. So all along Portland, you could see where they would use, the different style of pipes and diameter. This one's 48. So these are the actual 48-inch pipes that you would see under the Powell Butte Reservoir, making their way into the neighborhoods. Dang. So yeah, 48. That's a little bit smaller than this big guy that you could actually walk through at one point. Or, I mean, you can walk through it just to kind of get a feeling of what it would be like to go through something that magnitude. It's like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something. But yeah, this is great. 50 million gallons is the volume of each of the underground reservoirs here at Powell Butte. About 400 times the volume of this visitor center. The average amount of water delivered to Portland residents and businesses every 14 hours 350 glasses of water for each person in the Portland metro area. Wow. You kind of get a new respect for, I mean, I've always respected where we've gotten our drinking water. We've probably got the best in the country from the Bull Run. But yeah, it kind of gives you a different perspective as well. So yeah, definitely talking on the way up here about all the different wildflowers you can find. These ones are actually protected by the Oregon, Oregon State Forest. The trillium, they only grow every 7 years. And just a ton of really unique flowers that you can see up here. Oh, the lupin, that's always really pretty. Look at this one, the Oregon Sunshine. Very cool. Yeah, I would have been able to do my project a lot easier if this was here back in the day. Here's the ones you don't want to remove. Oh, okay, so yeah, don't remove them. Don't be picking the blackberries or the hawthorn. Wow. Oh, I see. They remove these invasive plants. Park and staff volunteers remove invasive plants and replace them with native alternatives. So yeah, these are they'll kind of take over, even though I do like blackberries. I'm noticing this though. I'm not sure what this is. Let the rain kiss you. Let the rain beat upon your head with silver liquid drops. Let the rain sing you a lullaby. I'm thinking it's some sort of rain collector. Looks like maybe the rain hits it or runs off from this gutter here into here. Maybe it cleans it. I tried to see if it would open, but very cool. Kind of an artist rendition, kind of tribal, but I think I see some fish here, and it says, "We return thanks to the rivers and streams which supply us with water." That's so cool. And then they've also got all these walking trails that you can take up into the park as well. Looks like they're doing some construction up there. But they've got this layout of the land here, which makes it nice. Welcome to the largest natural area on Portland's east side. Some of what makes Powell Butte special is easy to observe: a hawk searching for a meal, a frog calling for a mate, and a bee pollinating wildflower. Some of what makes this place special is less obvious. Powell's Butte features rich cultural history, underground storage for millions of gallons of water, and the habitat that supports wildlife here. And it shows here, we are here, and you can take all these different little routes. Very cool. Yeah, the sky's starting to clear a little bit. Maybe we'll go over here and see if we can get a good shot of downtown. This is cool too. We've got some tribal information here. Since time immemorial, the members of the Confederated Tribes of the Grand Ronde lived in the natural territories which extended over 20 million acres from the Columbia River to the Klamath Falls Range, from the crest of the Coast Range to the crest of the Cascades Range. I'm noticing these rocks too have all these lava holes in them. Big piece of lava rock. Some more information too about the water supply here. It says the underground structures at Powell Butte and the artificial lakes formed by dams on the Bull Run River are two different types of reservoirs. So here's the ones underground here with these gentlemen kind of standing there, and if you can see on the pole how incredibly tall and underground that is. I mean, if you can see, they've got the markings here on the pole, and this guy's, you know, just kind of gives a better view of really how deep and underground those are and the kind of different structures of the two reservoirs. And then this gives like an artist's rendition of the how it's dispersed. And I believe Mount Tabor's, I'm not sure if theirs is actually still active. This might be a little older. I think Mount Tabor actually got rid of their reservoirs. They may have one still active. Building reservoirs to store 100 million gallons of water is no easy task. These reservoirs need to be big. Each one is buried here, has an area size of 4 football fields and the height of 3 stories, see? They also need to be strong. The columns and walls of these important structures were specifically designed to withstand earthquakes and the force of water moving inside. So yeah, a lot stronger than the pipes that we saw earlier in the case, but nonetheless, pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't realize. Okay, so I realized that the Bull Run came down and then kind of broke off here at Powell Butte, which disperses it. But I didn't realize how far it went all the way into Washington Park, what actually supplies downtown. And then if you look really closely, you can see one of those little Benson bubblers right here. That is so cool. Oh man, as far as Washington County even. Yeah, that's neat, isn't it? This is cool too. The Portland Water Bureau purchased land on Powell Butte more than 50 years before building its underground reservoirs here. This aerial photo shows the butte in 1936 when the land was used for farming. And that's kind of like the Applegate family. I believe they were called. Or Apple Egg. Ander Egg. That's the word I'm looking for. In 1962, the city built its second major dam on the Bull Run downstream from their first major dam. This dam provided enough new storage to meet Portland's increasing need for water. Bull Run Water won praise in 1905 by the city health commissioner, crediting the water with improving the health for the people of Portland. And there he is kind of, you know, doing the testing to make sure the water's safe to drink. Large pipes called conduits carry water 22 miles up and down the hills from the Bull Run to the Powell Butte. And it looks like the skies are clearing a little bit. We might have to kind of walk out this way, maybe get a little better view. But this place is very cool. I was just talking to this gentleman and his wife, and they are actually both surveyors, engineers for a pipeline in California. So he was very happy to see this. It's just so interesting too. I mean, it just kind of gives you a whole better take on how this all evolved, and really how lucky we are to have such great drinking water. There were times when I remember I was in Las Vegas or Arizona, and you kind of have to buy bottled water. But here in Portland and Oregon, we're so, I would say, blessed to have that water runoff that you can get up in the middle of the night and just pour yourself a glass of water right out of the tap. This is a great mural of Portland too. Very detailed. Here's downtown. And here we are. And if I wave, you guys might be able to see me. No. That is pretty darn detailed though. I like that a lot. Yeah, this whole area's just got great info. I highly recommend coming up here and spending the day. Very nice.
Are you responsible for all these yummy treats?
Yeah, you guys are right. Make sure you stop in at the visitor center and check this out. Not to mention, there's a really cool trails right behind this as well, all along here, and just great views of the city too. But a lot of info. Very cool. I wasn't expecting this, so great addition up here.
And I like them, but I just don't want.
A little overcast still, but it's still very pretty to be able to look out onto the city like that. And I think if we kind of maneuver up that way a little bit more, we might be able to get a better look out. But definitely a beautiful day. They've got these nice little wooden benches that you can kind of hang out on, and also some picnic tables. Very cool, very awesome information. Didn't expect so much. And that's going to do it for today. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. You can ring that bell, that way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. If you did enjoy this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. You can also share it out to other social media platforms. Until next time, Creeper out for now. Peace. Oh yeah. Nothing beats the fresh Bull Run water. I should bottle this and sell it.